I think we can start. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Roman Ivanov, and I'm head of global distribution Promobot. Some of you already knows me, some not, but I hope we will change this mistake soon. A couple of weeks ago, we conducted the first PIRT Promobot International Roundtable, and I hope you have seen it or you took part as a participant in this event. Today, Jani and me and Oleg, our team, we will lead the first meeting of marketing committee, International Marketing Committee of Promobot. As you can see, we would like to make some corrections.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, good. Some corrections in our communication approach with you, and to listen you more and more. To listen and to understand your needs and needs of your customers. Today, we are going to make following. First, to introduce you to each other. This is our goal number one. Then to make an open discussion about business, about product, and some question about assistance for the development. At the end, we should agree the next steps and future actions. That would be the content for today. Our objectives, why we are here, what is an objectives and benefits for the participants and from the participation. Point number one, we can see that COVID epidemic, worldwide COVID epidemic, has changed the market and has changed the market demand of our customers. It is a big challenge for many businesses and for Promobot as well. On our side, products, we are responsible for the products, for the attractive products, and we are waiting for your recommendation for what should be done with our products in the new circumstances. Point number two, our competitors, especially from China, are very active. All of you know better than we are. And our objective is to set an attractive cooperation scheme between Promobot and you, between Promobot and other dealers. And point number three, those from dealers and from distributors who are really effective should be more influenced into our development decision making. This is our objectives, and we believe that if we will achieve this objective, finally, our goal is to increase sales and profit, and we will achieve it. This is regarding objectives. Fine. Oleg, very important subject. Usually, it is your role to introduce VIP persons, and please assist me because I think you know everything. You started this business from scratch. You know all of the ceremony. Please help me to conduct this section.
Of course. Hello, dear friends. I'm really glad today be with you. Thank you for joining us today in our first international marketing Zoom. And now let's do some introduction. I know all of you, and we need to know each other. I want to ask you to tell some words briefly about you, about your company. How do you feel with robotic business? What achievements did you have? In a couple minutes, please. And as I see, today we all here with microphones, and let's start with Rami. Rami is the first on the slide. Rami from Action to Action company, please give us some introduction about your company, team, and you, please.
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Rami Qabbani. I am the GM of Action to Action Middle East. We are in this business almost 10 years right now. We handling majority of GCC and some of Middle East country as well from UAE office. We actually work with the Promobot almost like we started 4 years ago, I think, Oleg. We start together. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's almost 4 years. It was things, you know, in the beginning, little bit tough for us, you know, because it was a new brand on the market. And now we start to improve the things. And hopefully now with the new strategy, what you guys doing, really things getting more and more improving. I mean, that's in general, short.
Thank you, Rami. We're really glad to hear your words, and we like your company a lot. We are working a long time. So now I want to ask about introduction, please. Mohammed Mubin from Kuwait. We are working with you also a long time. Could you please make some introduction about you, about your company, please, in a few words?
The thing is that unfortunately, Mohammed wasn't able to visit us today due to his traveling to India regarding projects. So we
Jane, thank you.
Oleg, just 1 minute, because Jane know about the Mohammed business. Could you explain a little bit, a couple of words about his business?
I'm sure that Oleg know more in
Or
this
maybe
case.
Oleg.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have one more important partner in the GCC countries region. Kiran company working at the Kuwait. They are mostly working at entertainment industry. They are participating in a lot of exhibitions, and also they are working very close with government, with education industry in Kuwait, and they have a lot of success there. Also, I want to say thank you for Kiran company, because they are very effective in the social medias, as they are making a lot of content, they are making a lot of videos, and that's why maybe they are successful. So, I think Mohammed would say the same as me. Hope to see him next time on our marketing roundtable. And now I want to ask to do a short introduction. Alexei Tokarev from Germany. It's our latest partner. And Alexei, if you don't speak English, Jane will assist you. You can start on Russian. Алексей, здравствуйте. Если вы не говорите по-английски, вы можете начать по-русски, а Евгения вам поможет и переведет. Просим вас, пожалуйста, сделать небольшое вступительное слово о себе, рассказать о компании, о вас, какие у вас планы, какие результаты, к чему идете, представиться.
Okay, I try my best. I can speak a little English. My English is very bad, but I try my best. Yes. If I not found words, I switch to Russia.
Okay.
So my name is Alexei Tokarev. I'm from Security Robotics. We are a young company that provide solutions for security companies in Germany and in Germany-speak countries. We have some kinds of robots that we offer to our customers, and one of them robots is Promobot. The Promobot is our moment, please.
Okay.
The Promobot is for entry test to control people's and let's say go away. No, today is a very important feature is measure of temperature, this and also из-за короны нужно.
Alexei? Is it something wrong with our connection or with Alexei connection?
I think Alexei's.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah,
Oops.
something went wrong. Alexei.
Okay.
We have
Alexei,
today as very much questions about Promobot. Me?
Okay, I think we lost.
okay. Alexei, we will get back to us soon, I believe. And what I want to add about Alexei. Alexei is working in a very, very focused industry. It is a security industry in Germany, and the name of his company is also Security Robotics. It's not usual for Promobot. We just have few robots working in this industry, and now I hope we will open this market later. Alexei, we will waiting for you when you will get back. So now, please let me ask to do introduction the head of Robot Pro company, Elena. Please, Elena, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Oleg. We actually changed the name from the start, so it's not Robot Minds now. But yeah, so I think that well, I would like to start by saying that robots the main business for us, and we are kind of focusing a lot of we put in a lot of efforts on not only promoting the technology itself, but also working with the companies and with different public organizations in explaining them the potential of robotics, and also helping them to understand how they can optimize their operational processes with the robots, and why it's important to start paying attention to it now. So our company is quite young. I think that, yeah, we basically established in the beginning of 2019, and we started to work with Promobot more or less from the start. I remember from the first meeting at the exhibition in Las Vegas. So we had a bit of bumpy start, but I think that with, I would repeat Rami, that with the new approach which you're having, so I'm hoping that we can establish good cooperation and continue to promote your robots. And I think that in our markets in Scandinavia, I think that perhaps Roman Yurchenko will agree with me that Promobot can be good kind of support to the human employees. And that's one of the things that we are trying to promote in cases of information center receptions, and also public offices where like multilinguistical functionality also an interesting point. So I think that we can find interesting user cases, and we actually now started to heavily promote Promobot on markets, and even been making quite good campaigns with city municipalities heads and so on. So yeah, we are looking forward to see more robots in Scandinavia, and also offer our support in making the product better and more useful. So,
thank you.
Great, Elena, thank you so much. It was a really interesting introduction, and thank you for working with us in North Europe. It's a difficult market, very conservative, but we believe that it will be very successful. So, and now I would like to ask to do introduction one of our oldest partner, the partner who did a lot of things with us, who saw a lot, everything with us. Now, with Elena Senik, head of Umba company, we want to hear your introduction.
Yes, hello everyone. Really very happy to be with you. Really very happy with the new approach of Promobot, as all of us, I think. Umbo is my company who started working with Promobot in 2018. The first robot came with the V2 model and V4 model. And today, after the pandemic, we are just starting to have a new period, I think, together with new Promobot approach and together with the market here. Because in 2008, 2019, we were growing fast. We were doing mainly events because this, as many of you, is used to present the technology in operating and to try to catch through this bigger clients and more serious jobs, just trying to introduce the robots as employees, really, apart from being only promoters for a short period of time. So right now, after 2 years of pandemic in Brazil, it was really a hard time for us, but we are still alive. And we are with our second project in the pandemic, which is a big project with the biggest retail in the country, retail chain actually. And right now we are signing a contract for the first long period contract. So our dream of introducing the robots as an employee seems to come true. So I'm quite, I hope this time it will go better and better and better. And the most interesting thing for me in terms of how we are right now and how the market is now is that if I do not do that much of marketing and promotions, people just getting to me and are asking for robots. So the whole perception of the future of robotics is changing drastically. For me, it's absolutely clear. So hope to work together with you for new challenges.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lina. We know that in Brazil, you are working with shopping malls, even in a pandemic. We heard how it's difficult there. And, now, I would like to ask to do introduction our another North European partner, Roman Yurchenko. Roman, hello, and please do introduction.
Hello. Yes, hi. Hello, everybody. My name is Roman. Yes, we are from Norway, from Scandinavia, and working represent our company Smart Technology. So we were started in 2017, like a company that work with smart things, smart films, smart homes, smart different smart stuff for the living houses and flats. And later we become through the smart homes to the voice control. That was become later to the robotic systems that we find that it's very interesting to propose to people not only just the boxes, but somebody who can be together, survive or present when you talk. And then we was found the robots. I was choosing on the markets at that time and found Oleg first, and it was me 2019, and try to understand how to work. Then I meet European partners, Advanced Robotics first, and then we later understood that we can work separate for the Scandinavia as well, and try to beginning from the Norway. Get first robot 2019 and understood that is in English language is makes so much difficult to sell because the all Norwegians they said yes, great, wow, super, how we can use it. Robots speak only English and then it's make a lot of problems. So we was 2 months investigate market and understood that without Norwegian language it's not possible. First of all, what we was order package for the Norwegian language. And that was the right way. After let's say, because of the pandemic, we was break everything and was blocked everything. I was take time for the get language. As only we get Norwegian language to go back to the market after summer, of course that was half year taken. We was lose a lot of connections. But when we come back to the market, it was like bomb, because when we represent the robot that's talking Norwegian language. It was totally different responsibility from the customers. They said, wow, it's great. Oh, he is speaking Norwegian. How that possible? Yeah, and then I was immediately make first sales order for our pilot project. We was working on just robots for half year, and Bergen, Vilvita, the kids center, technical education, something entertainment center for the kids, where they learn something that is not possible to get home, or not school, so something new. And the robot get more and more popularity because he can print photos, he can talk. All the time when we, now it's working almost a year in this kids center. Everybody satisfied, they extremely like it, and all the time what we see that is line, our robot is busy all the time when it's open. So this is the first step. But the pandemic is cut another part of the market, because we always have a lot of pre-agreement for the exhibitions and use the robot in exhibitions. Since it's talk in Norwegian language, we have great access to the market, but by Norwegian regulation, everything was banned. Also, all public meetings was stopped. Not possible to meet more, and the robot, of course, this is make wow effect and collect a lot of people around. That's good for us, but for the and same time is bad because the robot was not allowed to use in the public places. So this autumn, all the restriction was cancelled. Norway was cancelled pandemic, and we was make again new pre-agreements. And today we have get the knowledge that they start to close again, and all our kids centers what we was planned to start to increase, because we have about 13 in Norway as potentially customers with the same way to sell robots. We have used 1 year with great experience. So now it's a little bit break, but we hope it's shortly. Yeah. And we prepare to go more and more deeper in market with the same robots, and of course we start to think about the humanoid robots that is requested from many customers. But we'll see what happens because of the pandemic.
Thank you.
Yeah, Roman, thank you for the nice speech. It was really, really helpful. Also, we did a big work with Roman. We did the Norway language. It was really hard. Norway language is complicated in a few things. So thank you, Roman, again. And now I would like to ask about introduction. Our Kazakhstan partner, Alexei. Alex, hello. Yeah. And please go ahead. We would like to hear about your experience.
Yeah, my name is Alexei Pugadaev. I am managing director of Crocus company. It is IT company which supply technological solutions for business of Kazakhstan. In this case, we solve a business problem by developing of information system. It is approximately 70% of our activity, and 30% it is an equipment. And in the beginning of 2012, to solve the problem of our client, we were looking for a solution for measuring, to make a measurement of temperature, and therefore we made thermocontrol, and we sold it. And after that, we also bought version 4 of Promobot. And now we rented to Tourist Information Center of capital of Kazakhstan, and we really like this product. And we have some question how to sell it better. That's why we are here, and we prepared some ideas, and would like to speak about it. The first question, we need more information, maybe marketing kits for different area of business. The second question about language. We also want to add Kazakh language, and I think you know this problem, and we would like to solve it together. And the third, unfortunately, in Kazakhstan, we only have typical version promoter. and it's very difficult to sell difficult equipment. I mean, diagnosed special robots for some business if we don't have the same in Kazakhstan. Maybe we plan to improve our robot, which we have in our office, in order to show to our clients some different options.
Yes.
That's all. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for the introduction. We have an interesting story of working with Alexei. We started with a thermal control station. We are working with a service in the Astana Expo, and now Alexei also making business with rating and with the diagnostic robot. He has a all coverage of Promobot areas. Thank you, Alex, again.
Yes, thank you.
And let me also introduce Irving Cortez from Mexico. He will join us later, maybe. Their company, Dinero Operado, one of the company who are making renting business in Mexico. They are participating in exhibitions, expos, and other events. And their renting robot business is not so popular in Mexico. And that's why they are one of key players of this market. Also, they have some negotiations with the banks, shopping malls, expo centers. So actually, regular situation for the most of us. And we are working since 2019. We met each other at CES, also the same as Elena from Sweden. So, and they're making good work in Mexico. So, Roman, we already did an introduction, and now I would like to ask you about continue.
Thank you, Oleg. Okay. Thank you, Oleg. Thank you, Jani and colleagues. Let's start our open discussion about business, about products, and about the development. Here you can see 3 areas where we have some questions to you. As I said, it's open questions for open discussion. And as I said previously, for us, very interesting to listen to you. Question number 1, left side of this slide. Right now, we can see that you have 2 development approaches. Some of you develop the business with multi-brand showrooms, but some of you develop business without showrooms. And what is your opinion? Shall we demand, I mean Promobot, shall we demand from any new beginners who would like to develop Promobot robotic business to set up showroom or to open showroom or not? What do you think about that? This is the question to you. Rami, I think last time.
Yes, yeah. I want to speak. Actually, I just waiting. Maybe some other people they have comments. Okay. Now from our experience, actually, we already had showroom. For us as an action to action under the name of Innovator Stores, where we had all kind of robotics, not only Promobot. We have so many different type of robotics there. Okay, it was good actually. It was good experience for us. We generate a lot of leads. We generate a lot of business. I mean, even one of our biggest client actually, we get it from the showroom. It was Pfizer in UAE. So we think actually, we should. I mean, I'm speaking about UAE market, let's say, or GCC market, we should have some things like that. We are already planning some things. Maybe later on I will discuss it with you guys. Okay, so I think that's something it should be for 2 things. It's not about only showrooms, about to educate people about robotics. The issues right now with robotics, I mean, what we're facing, Okay, when it's come to small and medium business, that's the issue with them right now. They don't see any benefit of it. They don't really understand what's robotics, how they could use it in them business. So the place when we had the showroom, we start to create solutions. So every like 2 weeks, we display different solutions. First one for hospitals, second one for restaurants. So we start to show people how they could use the robot and get benefit of it. So from our end, I agree on such things, and we are replanning to open 1 or 2 showrooms, hopefully by early next year in UAE again.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rami. What next? Another opinion? Do we have another opinion?
Я попробую поддержать Рами, только на русском получится, потому что на немецком, на английском я сейчас буду тут долго разговаривать.
Alexei, in that case, I would suggest, yes, okay, fine, in Russian, but please 2-3 sentences, and then we will translate. 2-3 sentences, then we will translate.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah. Мы в этом году начали первый раз, мы в этом году вообще начали работать с Promobot, и у нас в этом году был большой шоурум, мы делали, презентировали наших роботов.
So this is the first year when Alexei started to work with Promobot company, with Promobot robots, and this year is the year where when they built the big showroom. Верно? Okay, next.
Мы показывали роботов большим, у нас очень большие компании были Макдональдс, был Amazon, были Deutsche Bahn, Promobot, я сейчас говорю только о Promoboте, потому что у нас разные роботы есть. Promobot очень заинтересовал людей.
Different customers like McDonald's, Amazon, and Deutsche Bank, and others visited showroom, and most of them were interested in Promobot very much.
Поэтому идея шоурумов очень хорошая, потому что когда смотришь картинку, когда смотришь видео, эффекта, вау-эффекта такого, который ожидается, нету.
Okay, thank you. And the idea with the showroom is quite good due to when you see the pictures or you see the videos, it's not so much impression, it's not so much emotions when you see it on the screen.
И когда у нас приходили люди, когда они видели его реально, всем хотелось сфотографироваться, все говорили сразу же «Вау!», они реально говорили «Вау!», и начинали представлять, придумывать, где они его могут установить, где они могут воспользоваться его функциями.
Okay,
Поэтому...
sorry. And when they saw the robot in the showroom, they really was interested in that. They really were interested in that. They said, wow, it's really interesting. They would like to further with that. To see how it works, to try to interact. Actually, I was on the expo, so I know what it is about. And after that, they tried to imagine how they actually can use the robot inside of their business.
Correct. Спасибо. Следующий пункт, то, что мы для себя подчеркнули, мы будем со следующего года минимум раз в 3 месяца делать шоу, показные выступления, скажем, у нас в шоурум. Мы будем приглашать к нам клиентов, всех, кто интересуется, и показывать.
Okay, and the plan for the next year is to establish the shows once in 3 months to the clients, in order to invite the clients, in order to show them the robots, actually. So that is the plan.
Yeah. И на выставках, мы были в этом году тоже, у нас выставка была большая, охранная, мы заметили то, что Promobot притягивает к себе людей не только тех, кто хочет для развлечений, то есть робот не только для развлечений был, он очень притягивал к себе людей, которые для охраны, именно для охраны, потому что они его видели внутри как робот для патрулирования, который ночью, например, когда бюро закрыто, чтобы робот ночью двигался и патрулировал. То есть у Promoboта очень много функций, которые делают его просто алмазом, так сказать.
Okay, so and during the Security Expo this year, Alexei and his team found out that a robot attracts not only for the entertainment purposes, but also for the security, for example, to patrol the inside the premise at night, for example. And actually, Promobot has more features, if I can say so, more features than just the entertainment. Also, it has some, maybe, if I can say so, useful features that could be used in different areas.
Да, правильно. И поэтому, именно поэтому нужно людям видеть. Просто показывать картинки и видео — это совсем другой эффект, и смысл в шоурум очень высокий. То есть очень большой смысл, нужно это делать, именно показывать, чтобы люди видели его.
Okay, so that is why people should actually see the robot in a real life, and as I understand, it helps to sell, it helps to proceed further.
Yeah. Спасибо.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have another comments, colleagues?
I can just quickly add that I think that it's quite important to have showroom and show robots, and not only Promobot, but also other ones, because for example, for us, it's really help us to establish kind of identity on the market, that it's that we are a company to go when it comes to robotics. So I think that it will help company itself, and it's quite important to give the customer a feeling that you understand you understand different things about robots and can help them to choose the right one. I think that it's also usually beneficial if you're working with the bigger clients.
Thank you.
Okay, I have one comment or one idea which I would like to share with you. For a few weeks ago, I had spoken with the partner from Moscow, and we discussed the showroom. And one of the points which was interesting, if you have the showroom during the weekend, Saturday on Sunday, you can establish public, how can I say, weekend school for kids. You know, very popular model, churches, sometimes churches propose their weekend school for the kids. Same idea for the showroom. If you have showroom, you can establish monthly based or maybe weekly based, it's up to you. The special program, this program could be consist from maybe 5 lessons or 10 lessons, up to you, about robotic technique. And you can conduct this program inside of the showroom. You can show the robot, you can make a lecture, you can show how the robot moving, what about inside or outside of the robot, any other issues, but it should be conducted as a program, lessons, number of lessons, not just one, like 5, 6, 7 lessons. And the parents of the kids, they will have a great interest in this program. For kids, it will be very, very attractive as well. And through this approach, you can develop your business, you can develop your showroom. Think a little bit about this approach. I think it could be useful and interesting. That's it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that everyone noted that, so they will maybe give us some kind of feedback.
Okay. May I jump from the question number 2 to the question number 4, product lines. As Alexei said about wow effect, what we have seen, in our opinion, right now, we can see that wow effect has, how can I say, negative trend, because our competitors, they proposed a lot of different robots, and they are visitors of the showroom, they ask more and more about functionality. What do you think? What is your advice to us? Shall we develop a wow effect of our robots, or we should concentrate on functionality of our robots? Please, what is your opinion?
Okay.
Ladies first.
Okay. Yeah, I actually like working with the robots for, not much, but still 2 years, it's still a time. And I actually think that if you're thinking about exposure to the market and actually selling robots in quantities and using them as a help like to the human employees, which is basically the future, then I definitely think that functionality is important, because wow effect disappears. On some markets, it takes longer time, on some markets takes shorter time. But I think that your robot have a quite high potential of becoming a true, basically like robotic employee. So I think that developing functionality is really important to think about. And when you think about functionality, I think that, Roman, we had a conversation that it's really good idea you have, that you basically could decide which functionality you like, collect robots by bits and pieces and decide what type of functionality you want to have. So instead of paying like 100% for all sorts of functionality, you choose direction.
Thank you.
If you say about the functionality or wow effect is finished in a few days after you start to request the robots. That we was check ourselves. Yes, but functionality, this is all the time. This is second question that is coming after wow effect. When it's gone, the people come and say, okay, robots, and we will have work with the Bergen municipality leaders for the health directorate. And he was spent about 2 hours discuss with us and see the robot and check, and finally he asked how we can use it. I said, okay, we have a lot of communication, information. He said, is it robot can help to humans to do something? He was her first question. We have a lot of social houses with the old people living. They need help, real help. Can the robot carry something? Can the robot open door? Can the robot do something? No matter is driving, walking, it's no matter. Is the robot able to do something? This was the first question. I said, okay, for the old people, we can propose the robot companion. He can sit and talk. For the Alzheimer people, they're necessary instead the people, because they're very expensive work hours in Norway. The robot can be instead, and we can sit and talk and answer the questions. We can program. We said, yes, it's one thing, but mostly we need to help. And our Norwegian computers for, I think, holiday robots, they are proposed in the option, in an avatar option, that robot can help to bring something or open door for the pensions. And they win some tenders. Even 1.5 years ago, they win for the medical university in Kristiansand, the contract for the robots that able open doors and bring some cases. Their robots. So we was try to be tender, and they was either not accept us because the robot not able to do nothing. So we will have a discussion about that a long time ago. But the functionality, this is the priority, because wow effect is will come anyway.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Who's speaking? Let me say a few words. I agree totally with my previous colleagues. Really, it's all the same. I won't repeat it. I only wanted to join +1 to Roman's because we have questions about what the robot can bring. It's really after the first communication only purpose. It's the second mostly requested. Bring something light. So we adapt. For example, when we are in a promotional function, we have to distribute some kind of presents, small presents to people. Right now, it's easier because of pandemic, we do not distribute physical things, so this works well. But in the end of the day, the question is, but can he bring something to somewhere? With the second and so communication, okay, bring something to some place, okay, and it's very much requested the map of the locale where the robot is. So our competitors here, for example, we have in Brazil, we have a local producer of robots. They are not that brilliant as Promobot, but they are functional. They are smaller and they have the localization, the LiDAR installed by default in them. Because it's really, it's expensive, but since it's local production, well, they do that. The price of their robot is lower. And that's why we have already lost some clients because of our robots in the configuration we have it. It's not, LiDAR is not by default. So the robot cannot just know where he should go.
Thank you. Noted.
Okay, Rami, may I ask you, Emirates, in your experience, which functionality is the most requested by the customers, by visitors of your showroom?
Yes, okay. I mean, just let me add one small things here. I mean, I totally understand. I agree with everyone, actually. You know, the wow effect is gone. I mean, since long time, even with us. Okay, once come to functionality, actually, of robots, there is two challenges here. First of all, for you guys as a Promobot, you know, I mean, if I come to you guys and say, listen, guys, we have now an hotel chain. They want maybe like 6 units of robots or 2 units or 1 unit. They want to try it. So I don't think that it's going to be, you know, easy for you as a manufacturing to create hundreds of solutions, because each country and each customer, actually, even now we are working with 2 hotels. Each hotels, they want different things on the robot to be done. So what I think is the best, you know, to be for us, I mean, when speaking, you know, to maybe make it like the application, what you have, okay, to give an simpler SDK for the partner where we can develop our own solutions, because I don't believe you're going to be able to create all those solutions, okay, for different country, for different industry, for different, even for each customers, you know, in the same industry right now, we're facing so many issues. Each customer wants different function on the robot. They want different things. So what actually we done as action to action, we have a small R&D center. We have our own engineer right now where we start to create our own application and solution. You know, we start to meet the customer, ask the customer what you are looking for. So the customer say, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We see what the things can be able to be done with the Promobot or with other robot, actually, not only with Promobot, you know, with other brand as well. Because majority of manufacturing right now, you know, I mean, we deal with almost like all the manufacturing, to be honest, around the world, from Alderbahn, Boston Dynamic, Promobot, you know, from the Chinese as well. The things that they focus, you know, in the basic function, and that's what we believe right now, that's how we understand the business, where they give us the basic function and they give us the freedom to customize and integrate and add some more application and feature and softwares. The majority request for us in UAE when it comes to customer service. Now, to come in customer service, when we tell them, okay, the robot's gonna answer the question, gonna do some promotion, gonna do ABC, they don't accept it anymore. They're saying, you know, it's like, okay, I mean, we could have a screen actually, you know, interactive screen with some software on it can do the same. So what the idea of the robots right now? What the next? So we start to integrate the navigation system where we can let the robot, you know, once you go to the robot, say an example, like you go to Adidas, I want the running shoes. So the robot's gonna take you, say, yes, come with me, please. He will take you to the section of, you know, where the display of the running shoes, and he start to explain about latest one. Okay. Then you say, no, I want to know, I want to see the T-shirt and examples. Then he will take you to the different place. So we start using the navigation system on the robotics. I mean, we start to create our own solution, to be honest. You know, now I do understand there is so many demand as well on the market. We get some customer where they come, they saying, yeah, I want the robot to, an example, you know, wash, clean, do so many crazy stuff. Those such of requirement, actually, we skip it. You know, we don't really give it much attention, especially when it's come from some, we call it dreamers here. Okay. We are focusing right now more and more actually to make the things more simple, the solution to make it simple for the end user. We don't try to make it so complicated. The important things, what I believe you should do right now, you know, to make it a little bit more simple or easy for partner to do integration and to do some customization, okay, on the software of the robot, okay, to be to fit the customer requirement. Especially the customer right now, they're asking for integration with them back-end system. So now we are working in one project for public sector. Okay, they want the robot to give information, to pull this information from them server and integrate it with the robot. They want the robot to be able, if to sell ticket, to do so. So that's stuff. What the main things what we're having right now. So that's what my thought about it actually.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Interesting. Very important comment.
I think I would like to add maybe just a couple of words. I totally agree with Rami, and I would say that from our experiences also, sometimes customers come in and saying that you can see that they would like to push all the functionality in the robot. However, it's important for them to understand, and also like both for you and also for us to understand what type of robot you're using for what, because you cannot basically replace, you cannot have a multifunctional robot who will run around, talk and carry the things and move things and so on. So I think it's important to find niche and kind of follow that, but also agree with Rami that it's important that every distributor have their own development department and have access to the system, so we would be able to customize and open up robots to their clients. What is also we find is quite important to have a user-friendly interface, because as soon as we leave robot with the clients, and we noticed that after a couple of weeks, they started to forget how to do things and so on. So we spent quite a lot of time with our technicians on all the time talking to them and supporting them. And after a while, clients also starting to think that it's too complicated to use the robot, and that have to be kind of avoided. So I would say that making a user-friendly interface with the thought that more or less any type of well, you basically don't need to be a technician to be able to do some major functional things. I think it's quite important. That's what will help you to sell more robots.
Thank you.
Yes, and the last thing, totally agree with Rami. Really very valuable comment. Integration is everything. It's value for clients, real value for clients. Another story is that we should somehow figure out how the robot can be can fulfill the function we are waiting from him till the end without any interruptions. Because right now we know that if sometimes it just goes out of the flux we were wanting him to do. He doesn't hear that well. So somehow we should figure out how to create, together with the interface of his screen, to make the function run till the end without being disturbed somehow. Don't know if I'm clear in my explanation.
Yes, for me it's totally clear. Actually, we are working on that thing that you mentioned with regarding the hearing and answering. We're working on that hardly day by day, and soon we will release Nesta Chat. I will not talk more about that, but in general, we are improving the robots in that way as well.
Thank you. Alexei from Kazakhstan. What is your opinion about functionality and which functions you would like to get from our side?
Alexei, we can't hear you because you muted the mic.
I heard the one.
Alex?
Anybody hear me?
Yeah, now we do hear you.
No.
Something is wrong with the line, I suppose.
Alexei, we don't hear you.
I think that he muted the mic, yeah, due to the sign that we see on the screen.
Okay.
No discussion here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Guys, in that case, we have to moving forward. Thank you very much. The discussion regarding products was very important. And back to the questions regarding communications. We are getting incoming calls from the potential customers. And today, what we are doing, if we are getting these calls, we prefer to conduct all of the business by ourselves. And this is a wrong approach. We know it. We already discussed with I wouldn't say with all of you, but I think all of you share with us the thing that it is wrong approach. We have to pass these incoming calls to your side if you want to develop partnership network. And if we will pass all of incoming calls to your side, how we can control an efficiency from your side. For us, it's a very important closing ratio and how you will make the successful business on your side with the customer who are calling to us. What would you recommend to us regarding control of the efficiency? Do you have an idea?
Well, from my end, what I suggest, okay, maybe once you get the leads for, let's say, the region what we are assigned for, you know, to transfer that lead to us, it could be by email, it could be, you know, you can direct the customer directly, you can reply to the customer email, okay, and CC us saying that's our partner, let's say in X region, okay, and we'll take the lead from there. But we have to keep in mind one thing, actually. The last 3 weeks, we're receiving every day more than 150 email and like 100 calls regarding this promotion, what you guys done or what you done for the face things. Even yesterday night at 12:30, actually, someone called me in my cell phone, my personal number, you know, at 12:30 saying, can you take my face, please? So what I want to, you know, what I want to mention by this, you know, by this point, okay, that's not all the leads what you're gonna get, even with us, actually, with different brand, not all the leads what we are getting, they are on serious customer. Now the conversion rate, what we have currently, approximately 40%. So from 100 lead, 40% convert to real business or to real deals. The other things that we should really understand when it's come to leads, you know, when it's come to the price point of the robot, okay, people, they thought when someone approach you or even approach us, you know, they maybe come with a very small budget. They don't have really idea what the robot costs or what the robots can do. So that's some things you have to keep it in mind when it's come to conversion rate of the leads.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Rami, one important,
yes.
I've got your point. One important question. What is the closing ratio on your side? What do I mean? From any incoming calls, try to guess, you are getting 100 incoming calls based on your advertising, not our wrong advertising.
No. No, actually, it was nice move from you, to be honest. Okay, you create a lot of demand. I mean, we are monitoring, let's say, example, Google Ads. Now, the search for Promobot, it used to be 15 cents. Now it's $1.5 cost us. You know, I mean, we're spending a lot of money because of this. However, it's created a lot of demand, which is good. Even the local newspaper, they mentioned your guys. I believe I shared the article with you. They mentioned the same. You know, it was good. I'm not saying no, you know, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not against this. Okay, it was, I can't say it, you know, smart move, to be honest, but we should be aware at least. So at least we know how to respond to people. Now, the conversion rate in our own marketing, it's approximately 40%. So from 100 lead, we convert 40% to real business. Why we're doing this? Just to clear it. Why we have this high conversion rate? Because we have multiple brands. So when we get the customers, I mean, they have to be clear. When we get the customer, come the customer and say, listen, my budget's $7,000. So we have some things for him, you know, so that's the conversion rate I'm speaking about as action to action. Now for Promobot, if we can say, okay, I think it's going to be around 11%, if I'm not mistaken, because the marketing team still working on the exact numbers, but it's between 11 to 12% so far.
Understood. Mm-hmm. Okay.
For me, I was trying to figure out how Promobot could guarantee that when a lead is passed over to me, we work it really very well. Actually, I do not know. what I know, what I do know is that we tried a campaign with you when you launched the thermal control, which was success worldwide, apart from Brazil. And it's not that my whole team, me including, were calling the client, trying to offer. But in the end of the day, the whole market, local market, adopted those Chinese, the less expensive modulus of plastic something. And that's not important that it doesn't work. That's not, they just, there is a person with the stuff on the entrance and the rule is done. That's it. Nobody wants technology in this kind, it's kind of commoditized thing in Brazil. So for us, the conversion rate, Rami, I think I will get a course with you, because for me, the conversion rate of anything we try to do here, including the more liquid thing, which is to do an event, is less than 5%, definitely. Okay, we are speaking about the pandemic times, and but before, well, it was less than 10, definitely. It was not that bad as it is now, because right now the situation, I don't know if on the other markets it's the same, people are still worried, companies are still worried about the future of the economics, and they are quite like they do not want to invest that much right now. So they are trying to restrict their budget on innovation and technology. Only the first adopters which are coming back right now, and we are moving with them. But first adopters, that's not the big part of the market. So the conversion for me, I really would like to know the secret sauce to have that kind of conversion Rami has. And I am mono brand company, so I work only with Promobot. So if the secret sauce is go and find other robots just to close the necessity of your clients, it doesn't matter if Promobot or not. Well, it could be but is it really the interest of Promobot to so that the partners work multi-brand?
Actually, we are here to share the success stories as well. I'm sure that all of you have some secrets like that. So here we are to share the best practice as well, not for this meeting, I mean, but in general, we're supposed to share with those secrets as well. You know,
okay, I can just add small things. Okay, I mean, I know it's not the right place to discuss it. Okay, but how we do actually, just give you an idea. We have range starting from $2,000. It's go up to $150,000 of robotics. Okay, we do have an engineers where we do integration actually. You know, so we create an application for the customer. So when the customer come where they have a demand, okay, and they say, I am a small restaurant, I am a small whatever them business, you know, when they come with very small budget, really tight budget, you know, we serve them actually, we give them some things. We have some brand where it's starting actually from $2,000 and it's go up. Now I'm speaking those customers, okay, them demand only to say, especially, I mean, I'm speaking about UAE market, okay, them demand only that to say, I have robot in my place or whatever. Now, they don't care much about function, size, quality, if I can say. So that's how we do it, you know. Even some of the customer actually, you know, where they come and saying, listen, we have very tight budget actually. We do give them only application. We let them use it on screen. We make the screen for them interactive. You know, we create actually for them an avatar, you know, avatar shape where you have a full conversation, you know, with this avatar shape, if we can call it on TV screens. So we do have different solutions when it's come to such customer. That's why we have very high conversion rate, you know, when it's come to our own leads, I'm speaking. Of course, we spend a lot on marketing, actually. We have a huge budget on marketing. We are really focusing on marketing much. And again, I believe UAE market, especially I'm speaking about let's say the second half of 2021 and what we're expecting in 2022, you have to keep in mind that, well, we have an expo right now here. We have thousands of events. Every day we have a new event. So the market, I believe, different little bit. I mean, you may go to different market, you will have completely different conversion rate, of fleets. So that's the main things which one as well you have to keep it in mind. Right now, UAE, I mean, we don't really, they are not really focusing much about COVID. It's open for anyone. Anyone can come here. There is no quarantine anymore. There is nothing such like that. The population vaccination here we reach, I think, 95% of population. So the doors here, it's open. The business is booming, to be honest, from the second half 2021, and we believe 2022 it's going to continue. Now, if you tell me about conversion rate during Corona time, no, we don't even reach maybe like 7%. We was struggling. However, even with that time, we make some business, we focus, we change a little bit. Okay, we have some disinfection robots, we have some different applications. So we try to adapt with the market.
Thank you.
Great. Guys, by the reason of the time, I think we should
I'm sorry.
No problem. For us, very important thing, the last section regarding exhibitions 2022. If you are ready, please give us an advice where we have to participate in your region or in your country as a manufacturer. Or where you would like to participate together with us. If you are ready, please give us an advice right now. If not ready, please think a little bit about this issue and tell us later in which specific exhibitions you would like to take part together with us or with others. Support.
I think it will be more efficient if we all think and then just send a list and probably, discuss next time. I don't know what the frequency of these committees will be, but it seems that like it's a list, compile all that and then decide. No?
Fine.
That could be the way. The thing is that I have to say that we should prepare that plan till 20 or 21st to 22nd of December for our marketing team. So I think that we have few days to think and to share with the list next Monday or on Tuesday. It would be better for us because actually we are not just asking, we are planning our budgets, we are planning our marketing activities. So that is why we need it in short time. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like urgent request. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Promobot plans for 2022. This is our draft, but I think we can share with you the principles. From 2022, we want to develop as much as possible our distribution through our partners. Partners must play the role more important compare our traditional sales reps. We want to delegate to you the role of local distributor or local or regional distributor and dealers. That should be our strategy. Point number 2, we want to set recommended retail prices for the regions and for the territories. In that case, everybody must know that from country to country, most probably the prices will be equal. The role of setting the price will be delegated to the regional or local distributor. From our side, we will prepare, we call it configurator, and I think we will share with you when it will be ready in English. I think it will happen, I believe that it will happen next week.
Or at least till the end of the year.
Yeah, we did it last week, but we are not happy. Something must be changed. When it will be ready, we will share with you the configurator, and this configurator, you can complete the robot from different functions, and you can see the prices. Prices, as I said, will be ex-works, logistic on your side. Definitely, we can assist you with logistic, but the prices from 2022 will be set in as ex-works. Standard products, what does it mean, standard products? As Rami said, the Promobot should develop the platform and should delegate to the local side some of tailor-made solutions. Yes, we agreed with this approach, and we want to develop this approach for all of our products. Next point, it's 3 layers of the discounts. Starting from 2022, we will set 3 layers of the discounts. Discount for retail, our salespersons, when we will get the request from the retail customers who are living here inside of Russia, we are ready to give them maximum 5–10% from the retail prices. For any dealers who has a dealership agreement with us, we are ready to give them maximum 20% from our recommended retail prices. And also for distributor who will manage the whole of the territory and who are ready to develop the network of dealers, we are ready to propose the special conditions. I believe that it will be very attractive, but it should be discussed individually. And this discount will be managed exactly like cashback, most probably. This is our politic, and this politic will be explained, and we will send it to you in the document which we call dealership principles. This document already exists. We are going to send it to you, well, I think earlier in the next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, next week. Dealership principles. And last point, development support. We are ready to delegate to you also the participation in exhibitions where initially we had a plan to participate. For instance, right now, we are getting invitations, some invitations from different countries with a very attractive conditions, with discounts, with everything. We are ready to delegate it to you with our support. This is our strategy for the 2002 regarding cooperation with dealers. Okay. The next point, next steps.
I have one question.
Regarding
the standard retail price. It's quite difficult to think about Norway because it's extremely different acceptation in other European countries, because this is the most expensive country in Europe or North Europe, because the work hour for the people is extremely high. And if we, let's say, take the middle price orientate for the euro, even for euro, yeah, then in Norway it will be absolutely nothing, or we need to pay to support to the robots sellings, because this is the really big difference compared to other countries. And we like, this is the not Euro Union, this is the independent kingdom, and life in Norway and everything, expenses extremely high. So I don't know if it will passing for our market. So
Roman, we need to see. It's important, very important comment. We've got it. And as I said, if we believe that you will play, for instance, if you will believe the role of distributor or exclusive dealer, we are ready to delegate the role for setting the price to your side, and you will control this issue. It could be discussed with us, and we are ready to delegate to you to set the local recommended retail price. Okay, then we can discuss about that, because we really go to be the distributors. We are distributors, and we like agreed with Oleg before that we will plan to be go for exclusivity, but the pandemic was a little bit crush our plans. And we are build a service center here in Norway, so we do all support for the robots, not just the sales, but not just sale like we take from you, but we do adaptation for the market. We was invest to the language, so we invest for the technical support. So we are like plan to go and grow properly, like stable represents for Promobot. Yes, and I can share with you one important thing. Between top management here, we had a discussion, and because we understand that prices, retail prices, is a very, very sensitive issue for all of you, especially if the retail customer would like to buy from your side, then he will call to another country and he'll try to buy with a much more cheaper price. We understand that. By this reason, when we will agree about standard retail prices or recommended retail prices, we are ready to equip our products with a special marker that this robot can be used only in Norway, for instance, or only in Sweden, or only in Emirates. This approach will protect you from the dumping.
This is very important. Yes, very important point.
Yeah, we are ready to do that. This is in our plan.
Yeah, okay, good.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Okay, next step. We decided that we must have the schedule of our marketing committee meetings. I wouldn't say monthly based, probably quarterly or semi-annually, or maybe on demand base. For instance, right now, the subject which we have for the discussion with you, it's a CRM system, how we can control the retail customers, how we can control everybody who are using our robots. But most probably, we will send you an invitation. We will prepare this discussion and we will send you an invitation, and probably we will conduct next meeting at the end of January 2022, if you will agree about that. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, and Oleg, please, can you explain the last subject about Promobot International Roundtable? Because you are master of ceremony.
Yes. Dear friends, for the next meetings we have 6 topics. We should choose 2 of them. Let me read them. So the first topic is worldwide trends and competitors. We will speak about how to work with this, who is our competitors. We would like to listen your opinion, who can beat you maybe, or how you are beating another competitors. The second topic is the business models and business ideas, rent, sale, mono-brand, multi-brand. So as I said, Alex from Kazakhstan using different business models, and we will explain you how to work with each model, and maybe you will share your ideas how to improve them, how to work with them, and what do you need to and what you would like to achieve. So the third is a demand and product, customers' needs. We know that different countries and different clients have different necessities, and we would like to discuss about it. As the next topic is a sales approach, skills, human sources, trainings. We have some experience, you have some experience, and we would like to share with you and we would like to listen yours and find the best model. The second topic is equality and service. What should be done by Promobot, what on the place. So we know that, for example, for exhibition, we need to bring robot, open the box, connect it to the internet, and we would like to discuss what we can improve for the next models. And the second is, and the last one is the network development, new dealers, tests, spin-off strategy, requirements. So we understand that we would like to increase our distribution model, and we would like to save your rights, and we would like to listen how to do that. And maybe you have your ideas, and maybe you would like to have your dealers and partners. So it is the last topic. We need to choose 2 of these topics. I don't ask you to do that right now. Please think about it, and later Jane will contact you and we will choose an agenda for the next round table. So, but if you have right now, ideas. And if you are chosen already, please share this with us.
I think a little bit later because time schedule.
We are out of time.
Yeah. Would be better to discuss a little bit later. But most important thing, we will choose the topic based on your wishes.
Okay, so what are the next, let's say, steps, right? First of all, I would like to thank you, or to thank all of you that you did take part in that. Even if you have the holidays or you are out of town, and thank you very much for your time. We made some notes during the meeting, right? So we will share some insights maybe later, and also I'll share the record of this committee when it would be done. Maybe you will have some spare time to watch it again in order to get some insights again and to share some information with us. Also, if you have some, if after you will watch that or whatever, if you have some other questions or comments, please feel free to share with us. And basically, I'll send some kind of summarizing of what we should do after that, and let's be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Have a nice evening, or
Thank you.
wherever
Thank
you
you. Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye.